Well, hello. It's Quinn with PTSD while black, still living with PTSD. So this is my thing. If you don't like hearing a black woman talking about her experience with PTSD, you might not want to watch my channel. But anyway, I had so many revelations this week, so much that I was meditating on tonight that I'm like, okay, I need to talk about this stuff. There's a lot. Oh, okay. The glare from my glasses always confuses me when I look up. Um, so I was talking to my therapist this week about um the right to feel our feelings, the right to feel anger. And one of the things that we've discovered about me is that I don't allow myself to feel anger. I love to sing love songs. I'm an entertainer for kids, so there's like all this joy and bubbly energy. But even in general, because I knew I used to listen to death metal all the time, that if I stay in that kind of music and that kind of messaging, it's depressing as hell for me. So I won't let myself feel my negative feelings because I'm afraid. And that's what the self-injury was about as a teenager, was like these feelings are not okay. Talking to my therapist this week, she's like, it's okay for you to not like someone who has hurt you. It's okay for you to not like anyone. It's okay for you to even, because I was saying, like, I'm at the point with dealing with the harassment after, people trying to attack my PayPal account and, continuous attacks. This has been more than a year now. These people are stupid as fuck, in my opinion. But, that I'm at the point where I would not care if they died. I would not care if they fell off the planet and couldn't come back. I wouldn't care. And that's not the kind of person I like to be. I kind of like to be the person who does care because there are too many fuckers who do not care about people. Um, and what I really appreciated my therapist pointing out for me, she's like, it's okay to feel whatever way you feel um, about these people. Yeah, don't get naked. But it's okay to feel whatever way I feel about these people, and it's okay to even to wish them death. And normally I wouldn't wish anything on anyone that I wouldn't wish for myself, but honey, I spent several years trying to harm myself. I spent several years, even just the last year, of dying many times emotionally, spiritually, mentally, with the death of my aunt and the harassment that I've endured. So I've already endured it, and they're free to have that death as well. Um, and I was just like, oh, I can feel this. I can want this. Because you see, as a woman, we're supposed to forgive. As a black woman, we're not supposed to be angry because then you're classified as the angry black woman. I cannot like somebody. I don't have to be palatable, acceptable. No. And the thing was, is I was practicing this when I met these psychopaths, and I was just being my authentic self when I met them. And they could not swallow me just being myself, saying, "This is me. I love me. I accept me. I'm a mess. I make mistakes. I learn from the mistakes. I keep it moving. I keep going." Um, they instead were seeing it as, oh, it's some sort of weakness because this person makes mistakes and apologizes for her mistakes. No, no, that's called fucking growth. Anyway, so it was a real interesting discussion I had with my cousin today, talking about how as women, I mean, men can feel whatever kind of way, and everybody's like, yes, we honor that. You're sensibly angry. Men, when they don't get their way, they storm the White House, they storm the Capitol, they shoot up schools, and everybody's like, yeah, But for a woman, we're supposed to be prim and proper and nice and to make other people comfortable. You know what? No, I think that's been the largest part of a lot of the trauma and pain I've been holding on to, is trying to be the good little acceptable woman. No, That's why I'm this big, is because there's so much to me that society does not accept, that my body's like, "Baby, it's gonna come out one way or the other, so you might as well, instead of poisoning yourself with food or swallowing down what you're really feeling, speak your truth." And I'm really at the point where if these folks end up getting taken out by a bunch of other people that they've pissed off, okay, I just don't have to act on it. I don't have to call nobody. Don't need to lift a finger. I don't got to do shit. But if they were gone, you know what? I might sing at your funeral because I met you on a karaoke app. Throw a rose over your grave, as one of my teachers used to say all the time. Because you're just gonna anyway. So I'm glad that I'm getting to wrestle with this. We're supposed to forgive and not feel our feelings, instead of, really, that's the thing that was keeping me stuck. It's kind of the same thing when I had my brain injury, and I was very upset with myself when I couldn't pronounce words correctly, and that was actually feeding into the stuttering I was doing. And I had to learn to stutter unapologetically, to forgive myself. That's the only person I need to forgive right now, is myself, and to stutter, to make the mistake and keep going. And so it's kind of the same thing. It's like I don't have to forgive these people. I've tried and have, but for some reason some idiot is obsessed with me and still wants to keep coming towards me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Um so I thought that was really, really profound. And the other side of it too is the people who don't want us to forgive, or excuse me, the people who want us to forgive to continue to make them feel comfortable, are the most warlike individuals. And they're really afraid that if women do not forgive, they're really afraid if black people do not forgive, that we're going to do back to them what they did to us. When in reality, we just want to live our damn lives. We want freedom of expression and just to be ourselves. We are not focused on you, baby. We're caring about our communities. You're not the center of the universe. And so it's just very interesting. I'm like, wow. Wow. Of just having to go through that. And so I realize, like, I know one of the people who initiated the gang stalking, she was angry at her husband for being abusive, and I think she took out her anger at his abuse on other women, especially women that she may be perceived as weak because they were kind or patient or tolerant. Um, and it's like, and really, she needed to take that anger out at her husband, to feel her feelings about it, to get the help she needed about it, not to take it out on other people. I think that she's one of the people that continued the pursuit, obviously, as we knew by the recorded voicemail that I had, um, I think posted in November. So that person needs to go and feel her feelings and direct that anger where it goes, instead of claiming that you're getting justice for people when really what you're doing is bullying and harassing. Um, and the other thing too that came up is like, for us as women, who told you to hate your body? Who told you to hate your face? Go hate that person. It's okay to feel the feelings of, you know what, that I don't agree with that. You know what, that's not for me. You know what, you're a son of a bitch. I don't feel that way about myself. Um, or what's this insanity from? It's okay to have those feelings towards the people that initiated the problem. And I don't have to go solve the problem with that person. I don't need permission to feel my feelings. I don't need permission from these people to grieve. I don't need these permission from these people to be angry. I don't need them to witness or acknowledge my anger because it's mine. And so I have every right, and I'm just saying this for every woman, we have every right to be angry at the people who tell us to shame our bodies, to shame our sexuality, to shame our appearances, or what have you, to be angry about it. And then instead of putting all of our attention into those people who have wronged us or trying to get justice or get them back, we put all of that attention into loving ourselves and being the love that we need for ourselves. Because that's what the fuck I was doing before I met these psychos. That is what I was doing. And because how dare I, as an over 400-pound black woman with a brain injury who is differently abled and covered in scars, how dare she be able to love herself? How dare she be able to say, I need to stop and take care of myself and not focus on the projects that you want me to do. I need to stop and feel my grief instead of obsessing or trying to work out a relationship with you. How dare she? That's their anger. Because really, you're taking it out on me because you're really mad at someone else who did something to you. And I dare you to have the balls, the lady balls, and the men balls to be angry at the people who caused you harm. Be angry at those people instead of trying to take it out sideways everywhere else. Because what you're doing is you're just racking up a bunch of people that want you to die, that really want you to die and have a legit reason for wanting you to die and no longer be on this planet. And then you get to be a constant martyr of, "Oh, no one likes me. I have no friends." But yet I'm supposed to take accountability for myself. Guess what? I am. I'm taking accountability for my feelings. I'm taking accountability for my needs. I gave you 1,001 chances. If there's something that I've done to harm somebody, I give people 1,001 chances to come and talk to me, to come and make things correct. But if you just want to do memes and to send harassing phone calls, mass reporting IP addresses, email addresses, and phone numbers, but you don't want to talk about the issue that you're upset with, you're telling me that you don't want to be healed. You don't want to be heard. You don't want to be cared about. You just want control. And I don't care about you. And you can't control me because I love my fucking self. Even if I wake up stuttering tomorrow, I'm still going to love myself. So why can't you figure that shit out for yourself? And for those people who do need some extra loving on, you need some support on loving on yourself, I'm your girl. I'm the kind of person like I can hold space for people. I do that. Um I limit now. I now know to test the energy of the people that I would dare hold space for in the future. But that's the kind of person that I've been. It's the kind of person I've always been. And now, thank you for this situation. Thank you for this opportunity to learn what are my boundaries? What are my limits? How do I want to feel? And if somebody that I'm willing to extend a hand to is wanting me to feel less than, is wanting me to feel in competition or not smart enough or not good enough, that's not how I want to feel. That just tells me that that's not my person. That's not my tribe. I don't need to go there. So yeah, um, that was the big so many messages, so many downloads, as processing this week. And it just feels good. Yeah, I'm okay if you people die. I'm okay if the FBI raids your homes and says, you know what? Nah. I'm okay with it. And I never want to be somebody who's okay with that. And so I'm allowing myself the ability to feel these feelings and to be okay with you not being around anymore so that I can be okay with being the joy that I am to be in my community, to be the listening ear that I'm supposed to be. Yeah. Till next time. Peace.